Rain halts Eala's Guadalajara 125 Open match versus Varvara Lepchenko. Dubai, a marathon tennis match between Filipina tennis star Eala and veteran American Varvara Lepchenko was suspended on Thursday due to rain at the Guadalajara 125 Open in Mexico. The round of 16 clash was stopped with Eala leading 3-2 in the third set. The match, which had already lasted for nearly 3 hours, was a back-and-forth battle from the start. Eala, 20, dropped a tight first set in a tiebreak, but bounced back to claim a thrilling second set, also decided by a tiebreak, evening the score at 1 set apiece. The two competitors had just begun the deciding set when the weather at the Panamericano de Tennis took a turn, forcing officials to halt play. At the time of the stoppage, Eala was in the midst of a comeback, having erased an early deficit in the second set to force the tiebreak. A resumption date and time for the match has since been set for Friday, September 5th, at 12 noon local time in Guadalajara. The winner of the suspended match will advance to the quarterfinals to face Italy's Nicole Fossa-Huergo. Eala, the second-seeded player in the tournament, is coming off a dominant performance in the round of 32, where she defeated Ariane Hartono of the Netherlands in straight sets, 6-2, 6-2. The victory extended Eala's head-to-head record against Hartono to 4-0. The Guadalajara 125 Open is an important stop for Eala as she pursues her first WTA title. A rain-interrupted showdown, Eala versus Lepchenko. The context: at the round of 16 stage in the WTA 125 Guadalajara Open, Filipina sensation Alexandra Eala faced off against veteran Varvara Lepchenko. The match was unexpectedly halted due to heavy rain, adding a dramatic twist to this tightly contested encounter. GMA Network, Gulf News. A battle of momentum and resolve. First set, Eala started strong, racing to a 4-1 lead. Lepchenko, the seasoned 39-year-old ranked number 122, fought back, leveling the set at 5-5. Though Eala forced a tiebreak, Lepchenko ultimately took the set, 7-6, 7-3. GMA Network, Full Star, One Sports. Second set, the intensity continued. Eala, ranked number 75, held a 4-3 lead, only for Lepchenko to swing the momentum by securing the next two games. Undeterred, Eala rallied, tying the set at 5-5 and ultimately forcing and winning a second tiebreak, 7-6, 7-3. GMA Network, Full Star, One Sports. Third set and suspension. As they began the deciding set, Eala held a narrow 3-2 lead, seeking victory after a match that had already stretched nearly 3 hours. Then rain arrived, forcing suspension, a dramatic pause in what had become a riveting duel. GMA Network, Gulf News, Full Star, One Sports. Suspension decisions and resumption. According to Gulf News, the match had been scheduled to resume on Friday, September 5th, at 12 p.m. local time in Guadalajara. Gulf News. Other sources confirmed the stoppage, but hadn't provided a restart schedule at the time of reporting. GMA Network, Daily Tribune. What's at stake? The winner of this rain-delayed face-off will move into the quarterfinals to take on Nicole Fossa-Huergo of Italy. GMA Network, Gulf News, Full Star. Eala had entered the tournament riding a wave of momentum. She convincingly defeated Ariane Hartono 6-2, 6-2 in the round of 32, extending her head-to-head dominance. Gulf News, Full Star, One Sports. A creative perspective, crafting the story. Here's a richly imagined narrative weaving the facts with creative flair. Within 2,000 words, this version is condensed for clarity, but you can expand as needed. 1 Prelude, the stakes and the stage. Guadalajara gleamed under a relentless sun, yet beneath the vibrant Mexican skies lingered a promise of uncertainty. Dark clouds gathering, mirroring the high-stakes intensity of the match unfolding on the hard court at the Panamericano de Tennis. Here, athletic destiny beckoned. 2 Clash of eras. On one side was 20-year-old Eala, the rising star, a Filipina whose game blended youthful dexterity with steely determination. On the other stood Varvara Lepchenko, a tournament survivor, a veteran of countless battles, and a comeback specialist. 3 Set 1, a rising storm. Eala stormed ahead, 4-1. Each stroke measured, each serve bold. But Lepchenko, resilient as ever, trimmed the lead, reaching 5-5. In this electrifying tug-of-war, tension rippled through the stands. The tiebreak arrived. Lepchenko edged it, 7-6, 7-3. A bittersweet triumph as Eala watched opportunities slip away. 4 set 2, reigniting the fire. In set 2, the tables turned. Eala found her rhythm, storming back from 3-5 to level and clinch yet another tiebreak, 7-6, 7-3. The crowd rose with each point, breathless, bracing for the final act. 5, final set, suspended in time. Eala inched ahead, 3-2, every point a heartbeat. Then nature's cue. Drops at first, then a cascade. Rain fell, the arena emptied, and tension hung heavy in the humid air. The match and the outcome, paused but not forgiven. 6, interlude, reflection and ambition. Eala gazed upward as droplets filtered down. In the lull, she reflected. Her journey, from junior great to record-breaking WTA top 100 entry, now tested in a rain-stop duel against a seasoned gatekeeper of tennis. Could she hold onto the initiative when the ball eventually bounced again? 7, anticipation builds. Organizers announced a restart, Friday at noon. The fans waited, hearts tuned to the return of craft, grit, and rising pressure. What shape would the resumed match take? 8, what lies beyond? Beyond the match lay a quarterfinal, and perhaps a deeper run in search of Eala's first WTA title. The possibility shimmered, and regardless of rain's interruptions, this contest would add another chapter to her evolving legacy. Wrapping up, this rain suspension in Guadalajara isn't just a delay. It's a narrative pause in a larger story. It highlights the unpredictability of sport, the tenacity of a young talent, and the drama that networks across generations. As fans and commentators wait for the restart, one thing is clear. Every match stopped by rain is also a moment in time, one where players, commentators, and spectators alike catch their breath, recalibrate, and lean in tighter for the next serve. Would you like me to expand any particular section, perhaps focusing more on Eala's mindset, the contrast of styles, or the broader significance for her career?